Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Star Wars.
Oh, I like that.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Star Wars Frontier. No, wait.
No, I like the first go, the whisper one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For sure, yeah.
Do
we want us to all whisper it with you?
I'm Ben Frisch, your host and game master, and welcome back for episode 4.
Frontier.
That's an echo.
This is already hard enough for me without people making fun. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and jump in to the episode. I guess we'll do a recap. No, we don't need a recap. You guys found the pilot.
Found the pilot, stole this dude's bike, gave him back a cooler bike,
Mm-hmm.
got everything we need.
Yep.
Good to
We're
go.
back to the ship.
We are starting today's episode with the 4 of you on the Long Beam Starfighter, heading off to your first mission. And just like previous seasons that Bad Form has done, I'm going to give you guys a couple choices. Like I said in the first episode, you guys, we're gonna do a few practice missions. So none of these are going to be the main story, but there'll be nice, fun things so everyone can get used to their characters.
It's like a big field
Yeah.
trip.
Mm-hmm.
School-sponsored field trip.
And I can't die, right?
So the 4 of you are on the Long Beam. We get a shot of it leaving Corellia. What would you guys be doing as you're getting used to your new living quarters?
I'm giving that droided little stink eye as I'm wandering around the ship and checking out little tiny plates and bolts. You see little hands ticking on the walls. I'm looking at all the materials, checking it out.
Which TZ-11, the onboard protocol droid, is still missing its arm. I'm going to say that it's chasing after you, asking where you put it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So everybody can just kind of hear the clanging of its metal feet saying, "Excuse me, Astromech, where did you... Hold on." What's Salto doing?
I think I'm going to open the door to my little bunk area and see Z3 zoom by and TZ zoom by, and I'm just going to hit the button and close the door and go lay down.
You turn around to see not only your one duffel bag, but all of Orlin Kensington's luggage as well.
Oh, yeah, we're sharing a room. Okay.
And where I opened his backpack, instead of like picking each piece up, did our droid just sweep it all into the room, you think? Or
Yeah, I think it's just
a
scattered.
pile?
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely poked in there, just trying to get what you got in there.
I think Miggs has stayed in the cockpit with this untrustworthy pilot.
Mm-hmm.
And
Iwi Grinko.
Iwi
Grinko,
the
the Ardenian.
second that we hit hyperspace, he's going to just breathe out a sigh of relief, walk over to one of the like navigation chairs or something, and just like pull a pin out of the back so it can recline all the way and just lay back.
Mm-hmm.
And just so happy to be leaving.
Yeah.
He's an outer rim man and he wants to go back where he belongs.
Right. So in the navigation chair, you can look through a list of objectives that the Jedi Council has given to you. You see that everyone on the ship has been given 200 credits, and you know that you're going to be getting 200 credits per week as just for living
per
expenses.
diem.
Yeah. Living expenses. Z3, you don't get any credits, but Miggs will get a droid maintenance bonus.
What am
per
I,
week.
some kind of dog?
Yeah.
Yes.
This way you don't have to worry about balancing the checkbook.
All right, you.
This is
Cool.
good.
I'm not a numbers person as a droid, you know.
What's Orlin doing before we get back to Miggs?
Orlin is complaining loudly to himself, even though Celto's in the room, about how mistreated his equipment, his mission important and required equipment has been treated. And is just like trying to find everything in the room and put it back into the backpack. And then is also like, Salto, if you wouldn't mind giving me a hand, we could move the crash survival kit to the hangar bay. I think it'd be a better place so we don't have to climb over it to get to the bunks.
Salto just
each
pretends
time.
to be asleep, even though no one can sleep through that.
Do you notice you're missing Bacta?
I'm making a receipt. Don't worry.
Okay. Fair.
I think I'm going to be spending the next 30 minutes trying to find where the switch is to turn on the repulsor lift for the crash survival kit.
Is it back up to the cockpit?
So we'll come back to you. You see, sent to you by the Jedi Council, probably approved by the Republic. Actually, probably sent by the Republic, approved by the Jedi Council. You're going to see 2 missions. Mission 1 is going to say, a Baron on Serenno has requested aid from the Council. Garen Waldell was reluctant to give any information, but he claims it's a peacekeeping matter.
Okay.
And Kadro Lanig, a mining guild kingpin on Telos, was recently murdered. The guild boss's family has a monopoly on deadlinite mining in the sector. His son, Amarov, has taken over his father's guild and has shut down production until the killer has been apprehended. In addition to finding the assassin, we would like you to speak with Amarov and make sure the deadlinite contracts remain with pro-Republic groups.
Okay.
We've already done some mob stuff. I'm tired of mobs. I don't do
Yeah,
it
but do you want to
anymore.
deal with barons on Serenno?
Yeah,
I
what's
bet
worse,
he's
the
got
mob or
some
the
nice shiny
bureaucracy?
things I could grab and put in my chassis.
I will be calling the crew in before I look at the details, I think.
Right.
Yes, I'll go over the intercom and you say, in the cockpit, when you have a chance, we need to pick our next destination. And I'm going to turn it off, and I want to talk to Yui because he's bad and he needs a talking to.
Okay, well, as soon as you guys hit hyperspace, he's going to be climbing up into the small hammock that he's made and just kind of sitting back and relaxing.
That's in the cockpit, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so just from my chair after I take my finger off the intercom button.
2 hands behind his head, 1 hand scratching his belly.
All right, Yui, are you ready for our talk?
Ooh, what we got to talk about, boss?
No, you've got to have an idea. The whole kerfuffle.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm not making eye contact with him because I am a little upset.
Yeah, he's kind of peeking over his
Look.
hammock, 2 little hands.
Okay, I will
like
look then.
Yeah.
It's adorable. Just like in The Mandalorian peeking out of the cell.
Yeah.
That I did again. Look, we're just gonna forget about it this once.
I agree.
I would like to
I had already forgotten about it, if I'm being honest.
I just want to emphasize that it's the once.
Yeah.
Now that we're headed towards the rim, we need you to be a little more professional. And we probably won't rescue you next time.
You know that you're going on the Hydian Way, and he's thinking about the Hydian Way, and he's thinking about all the casinos that he could go to on the Hydian Way. It's got some real good stuff.
Do I see that in his face?
Yeah.
Pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
His pupils turn into dollar signs.
Yeah.
And I wait until someone starts opening the door.
Mm-hmm.
And I say as my last, so he doesn't have time to respond to it. So you'll be confined to the ship until further notice. Oh, hey!
Hey.
And I turn around.
Little
Who got-
zeros zooming in.
There's something missing from my bag, Mr. Miggs.
What's that?
It's a canister of Bacta
Yeah,
that I had in
that's,
case of emergencies.
My fault? How much?
You see him frantically trying to think back in his head when he bought this shit 2 months ago.
I turn to the computer and I give him 20 credits for the Bacta.
Do you send him 20 credits
Yeah.
over?
I do that. I send it. I imagine you get a little notification on your data pad.
Oh, well, excellent. I believe that covers things until we can stop at the next port of call and I can re-up on our emergency medical supplies.
I stand up, fantastic, and I interrupt you. I slap your back. Look, I'm sorry that things got off to a rough start, and they're going to be better. You just had to get
Also,
out
I
of
have my backpack strapped onto the front of my chest, and I'm looking through it with both hands.
there. Good. That's why I slapped
Yeah.
your back. I didn't want to damage anything. Did Yui just shut up after a minute of us
Yui
talking?
is still, mouth open, staring at you like, you don't have the authority. to tell me
And
what
you
I
know
can.
what I do about that? I just don't look up.
So you guys come in.
Yeah.
I'm going to come in a little late because after Orlin left the room, I finally got up and I flipped the grav lift up and I took it to the bay for him. But I'm not going to tell him I moved it. Just going to come to the
Gaslighting, yeah.
to the cockpit now.
I think I was one of the first people in through the door.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hand Orland as almost like a peace treaty, a small piece of scrap metal that kind of looks like a little thing of back to fluid. It's really just the shape of it.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to hand it to him.
Oh, it's
Try to
okay,
be
buddy.
friends.
We already
I-
sorted it out.
Is this a bludgeoning instrument? I don't
I
quite.
accept the gift. I take it and put it in his front backpack.
TZ11 will come in. Master Jedi, if you could please tell your droid to reveal the location of my arm.
We'll get there. And I'd like to show them. Do we have like a holo table? I can't remember if we discussed this or not.
Yeah, we can have a holo table.
Or like just a screen of some sort over
Yeah,
the
for sure.
navigation. I'll pull up the list there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to discuss what our next step is. We got 2 mission options, and I read exactly what you read to me
Perfect.
about, because I remember it well. I just want to save time.
Yeah.
And we've got details further, right? Is that what you were?
Nope.
Oh, that's it. Okay,
That's what you have to go on with what you're going to pick.
Gotcha. And it was Serenno or what was the other?
Telos.
Telos.
Well, I'm actually 1/4 Syrenese on my mother's side, but I've never actually visited. I think
guessed.
that's a perfect mission for us to begin our adventures on.
Very well, Salto.
Do I know anything about either of these locations?
Yeah, you can give me a
Outer rim.
outer rim. Yeah.
Let's
Against,
do
2 difficulty.
2 difficulty. 2 advantages.
2 advantages. With the advantages, all you know is there's not much big game to be hunted on either of these planets.
Yeah. I don't have much experience in either of these locations, boss.
Very well. Z3.
Beep.
Yeah, just a little happy beeps. That's about it.
Yeah.
No real answer. Just happy to be a part of the meeting. Yeah. My little hands on the table, just kind of clicking together. Happy to be a part of the meeting, part of the crowd.
Hey,
I look at Yui.
Yui's, do I get a say in this, boss? Or
You can certainly tell us your opinion.
Telos,
I'll pull up a map of Telos as he starts mentioning it
yeah.
and just search casino.
So the one thing that you know about Telos is that it's been through so much planetary disaster that the only livable spot is on a station that kind of hovers above the northern hemisphere of the planet. But it is all like industrial, and there's a lot of red light districts and casinos and such.
Mm-hmm. And does he actually say anything, or does he just go, Telos?
Telos is a pretty neat place when you're not stuck on a ship. Not much to do in Serenno. Just
Yep.
planes, really.
I hear that.
And culture.
Okay. Well, Orlin will go with your plan. Set the course for
You go
Serenno.
with the Republic nerd?
I take offense to that.
He just helped save you. You should be thanking him.
Thank you, all of you. Now that that's over.
We'll see about going to Telos next.
All right. And he's going to climb down and get into the pilot's seat and plug in the coordinates to get to Serenno.
And Z3, you got TZs on?
TZ will look down at you.
I'm going to look the other direction, directly behind me, and just not look him in the eye. It's gone. It got used for the contraption for the back to fluid.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
It was
The
probably
arm's
just
gone.
like part of it.
Oh.
Could it be?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Destiny points.
Oh, yeah, let's do
shoot.
Destiny points. That's a good call.
Dark side.
2 light side.
2 light side.
2 light side.
Yes.
1 dark side.
That's a good haul.
Well, I'll give you one of them and just say that you use just like the elbow part for the sprayer. So we can fix it, but TZ will no longer have an elbow. It'll have a straight arm that's a little shorter. Does that work?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's, especially bad for a protocol droid because they're always bent arms.
Yeah.
It'll be fun, though.
I'm going to act like a scolded dog that finally got caught. My chassis is going to open and just a half of an arm technically
Just
kind of
shredded.
rolls out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just busted on the floor.
Thank
right.
you. And we'll pick it up. I will be in the repair bay.
Z3, can you help?
I don't need any help. Just going to walk out.
I go with it.
There's some little dejected beeps and boops, and I slowly roll out of the room.
I turn to Salto and I say, I'm not a nerd, right?
I just turn and walk away. I need to go lay down so I get rid of this wounded strain that I accrued trying to save this pilot.
Oh, yeah.
Olin, can you help Salto get patched up and then get me a list of the intact weapons on the ship?
Yes, sir.
I feel like Orlin needs something to do or he's going to start causing trouble.
Well, you see Orlin close the tab of his Ancestry.com results.
Scottish.
Zero relatives from Serenno.
Yeah.
But he's not going to tell you that.
Yeah.
No, he's too deep now.
The lore has been established.
You have no royalty running through your veins.
That won't stop me.
Nothing will. Yeah, and after seeing Yui actually, in there piloting, I'll comfortably leave, and I'm gonna go to my meditation chamber.
Yeah, for
to
sure.
Hopefully, can I recover there just
Yeah.
through meditation?
Absolutely. It's going to take you guys a while because you guys are trying to get to the Hydian Way
Okay,
from mid-rim. So
right.
you got time.
Will Yui need any help at any point?
No, not unless like you want to help speed up the process. Maybe if... Nope.
We're good.
Cool. Yeah, Yui's going to be there to be your pilot, but if you ever want to take actions to change the way he's piloting, you guys are free to do that.
Yep. And he did keep his. I didn't take his money or anything. Right. I want to be clear on that. The punishment will come. Not yet though, because I wasn't myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't myself back there.
Oh, sorry. No, you're right. Yeah. Sorry.
Well, what do you guys want to do?
Meditate.
You're meditating.
Yeah, after I get patched up, I guess I'll help Orlin do the inventory.
I'm helping fix this droid's arm, but what he doesn't know is that there's going to be a few little wires and screws missing as it's put back on.
Okay. Are they any specific ones?
Nothing
like
noticeable.
where it can't retract its middle finger, so if it makes a fist, it's
Not
just
that you've noticed yet. It all looks fine for now.
Yeah, do we want it to be T-posing constantly, or do we want it to just have a limp arm?
I think it's fixed down. So
Yeah.
it's kind of useless, but it's not like, TZ can still pass through doorways.
Yeah, if like he raises his arm, it's just a quick, like it spins all the way. Do a little karate chop.
It's not like on a ball anymore. It's just on a wheel. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so there's some bickering coming from the repair bay between you two. As TZ keeps trying to tell you to back off. Orlin and Abisu are working on the inventory, doing a little digging. The weapons look fine. You just only have one turbo laser cannon on the front forward-facing arc of your ship. You're meditating.
For an appropriate amount of time.
Yeah.
However long you think
You're just
makes
meditating peacefully in this room, and you just hear two droids screaming at each other
Oh,
in
no,
the other
it's
room.
soundproof.
Oh.
The ship is going to arrive. I'm going to hear Yui through the comms of the ship say, "And we are here. Where are we going now?"
I'll going to the intercom. I'll be up in a minute.
Do we have a landing craft, or do we just take the whole long beam down when we come into orbit?
Long beam goes down.
For now.
You do have a Jedi starfighter in the hangar bay, but that's not going to fit all of you. You got
We really
astromech and 2 people.
Yeah, so I'm on that shit regardless.
Yeah, in our case, it's an exceptionally small astromech.
Yeah.
A hole.
And I guess Abisu and Orlin can just sit on each other's lap.
No.
Up in the cockpit, I'll pull back up the notes on the mission and give him a location to head for.
So you guys are going to go to Landing Bay 74 Shin in the Karania Spaceport in the Trannon District.
Okay.
This is going to be the wealthier side of Serenno. If you guys look through the viewport, you're just going to see an Earth-like planet, mostly grassland and plains.
Okay.
Not a lot going on here.
And the district we're going for is
A city. The
City.
biggest city that you can see from space.
okay. I asked Orlin, do you know anything about the Trenton district
I guess that would be Outer Rim check?
Yep.
or deception?
Yeah, or deception.
Let's see how I do on my Outer Worlds check.
Are we making the making a canon that you're actually not related to anyone from Serenno?
I mean, no one that I know, absolutely.
Okay.
But just this general feeling, like deep inside, like he feels like this is home. Even though he's a city boy that was raised on Coruscant and never left before this.
Yeah. Same way I feel about Newport Beach.
How difficult?
Go ahead and make that again. 1 difficulty.
You guys mind if I upgrade?
Go for it.
No, I'm not going to waste it on this. Fuck that.
Okay.
I don't care. We're
Well,
rolling.
that was a
in 'em.
mistake. 2 failures and an advantage. Can the advantage be a boost on my deception roll?
Yes.
Don't upgrade that though. That I won't allow.
Are you really going to make a deception roll?
Yes.
There we go. All right. Yeah.
Do it against Mig's discipline.
Yeah. So just 2. Medium.
Wow. So that's 1 failure and 3 advantages.
Oh yeah.
Well, most of my understanding of it is of past history, you know, great battles that were fought in the markets.
I guess Miggs is going to turn around in his chair and just kind of look at him with a furrowed brow, just confused.
The Tinker's revolution occurred there.
The Tinker's Revolution.
Indeed.
Yui's going to go, yeah, I've heard of that.
Yes, my 3 advantages.
I think Mix is just going to stand up and leave the cockpit, just really confused. Tinker's Rebellion. I'm going to close the door behind me. I'm going to go back to my chamber, grab my my lightsaber pike, my force pike. It's a lightsaber pike.
Mm-hmm.
Force pike's a whole different thing.
Totally different.
Got it.
Yours is actually a lightsaber.
Grab my lightsaber pike and get to the ramp
Right.
for when it opens.
Yeah. So Yui's going to bring the ship down. A lot of trading posts here. Serenno being known for its very wealthy families, all very wealthy off of the farming that comes from this planet that then disperses through the galaxy. And as you guys land, and we'll say that the loading ramp is coming down, waiting for you in this hangar, just kind of standing outside of your ship, arms behind his back in a red ambassador-style robe, is an Arcona. And an Arcona are lanky humanoids that have triangular-shaped heads and kind of like wide-set eyes, his being a soft yellow. He kind of looks like a prune, his skin texture.
Nice.
And he's waiting, and he sees you first, I assume. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're just waiting there. Welcome, Master Jedi. I am Guido Helani. Baron Waldell has been eagerly waiting your arrival.
Good. I turn around. Are you there yet, Orland Kensington?
Just wide-eyed, just looking all over the place. Like, wow, I've never seen something like this before.
Why don't you talk to my friend here? And I'll push you forward towards this man who is too much.
Yeah. What happens when an immovable too much meets an unstoppable too much?
A Republic agent. Pleasure to meet you. And he's going to stick his hand
And
out.
Major Domo of Serenno. I'm very grateful to make your acquaintance. Is there transport for my friends and I to go to the manor house?
He's going to squint at the Major Domo line. No. Yes.
I didn't call him a whore.
How many will be accompanying you, Master Jedi, to Waldell's estate?
3 and a droid.
And then you see a little droid just suddenly appear from behind.
Look at you. What kind of droid is that?
I hide behind the robes. I'm shy.
It's bespoke.
He sees a massive Cayuzo. Sir.
I nod.
And he's going to look up at the sky. You see that it's about midday. Time is of the essence. So if you would, please step into the back of this speeder truck and do your best to keep yourselves hidden.
Oh.
I lean over to Salto and I say, it's almost tea time.
I hear that and I ask T for Tinker's Rebellion.
The Arcona, or Guido, is going to go over and hit the back latch on the speeder truck. And this thing is basically a floating U-Haul. As
He's
he
putting
opens
us in
it,
the back of a box truck?
Yeah, he's going to roll it up, and you're going to see that there's a bunch of farmers' equipment in there, a couple bales to sit on.
Is this like that episode of It's Always Sunny where they have the couch in the back of the truck? They're all just back there.
Yeah, I'm going to lead over to Migs. We are meeting a baron, right?
I'm not going to question it just yet. I'll start walking towards, but turn around and tell TZ to lock it down and keep Yui inside.
He goes to wave you goodbye, and you see the arm go up vertically and spin all the way around. And if you could see embarrassment on a droid's face, you feel it in him just turning around and walking back onto the ship.
Don't make me like the droid. That's not the point.
And the Arcona is going to, come. And just kind of like tap you on the back. It is imperative you are not discovered before we reach the Waldell estate.
Why is that? As I get into the back of this U-Haul.
He's going to look at all of you and get real close to your ear and go, there are Nyathok spies everywhere.
Yuck.
Now get in. And he's going to tap you.
Like the Nyathok spider. Ooh.
Yeah, I guess I'll just climb in and sit down on a comfy little hay bale.
I'd like to sit in a tractor's driving seat.
But there's no tractor.
Granted.
It's just a scrap seat.
Yeah.
I'm going to follow close behind Ibisu and hold my little hands up to be lifted up.
I'll just reach down and grab you by your dome.
Did we get a description of Nyathok in our mission?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't forgetting it.
Nope.
Okay, good.
Nyathox is obviously, you could make me a real hard,
I will ask Orland Kensington what a Nyathok is.
Well,
Don't even make the roll. Right. Just start off. Of course.
well, if I could, I would like to make the roll and do the same thing that we tried
you
last
make
time.
a hard streetwise check. No, make that a formidable
Okay.
streetwise.
What about, real quick,
Yeah.
what if he could do a streetwise or a lore check for what they're named after?
I'm actually better at streetwise.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, make it formidable.
Can I upgrade this one, guys? How many do we got?
You can't take them
No.
all. No.
Not for the Nyathok.
Nyathox.
Sorry.
Sure, we'll learn soon. Either way.
Oh, hey. Hang on. Doing some simple math.
He's flipping over dice. He needs a moment.
His 2 successes and 3 advantages.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the name Nyathox rings a bell because the Republic gets an incredible amount of basically wheat from that family and distributes it through the Inner Rim territories.
Okay.
It's like Uncle Ben's, but Star Wars. And wheat instead of rice.
It can be rice if you want. Do you want it to be rice?
I want it to be rice.
Okay, it's rice.
It's
he
Uncle
does
Ben's.
rice. Garen Waldell will do wheat.
Well, I'm trying to think of a way to shoehorn in the Tinker's Rebellion, but
Well, that's the thing. You have 3 advantages. If you want to make the Tinker's Rebellion a believable thing, you can do it now.
it was many centuries ago when the 2 families first began their production feud, if you will. It was in the aftermath of the Tinker's Rebellion and trying to rebuild and establish new sources of commerce for the families of Serenno. The Nyathox mostly work with rice and other sort of agricultural products, and the family that we are working for is known for their wheats and other cereals.
Jesus.
What happened to you since I saw you last? You've never been this funny before.
What, does no one know this? Where do you get your cereals from?
So in the front of the speeder truck, a small little window is going to come down. You're going to see the Arcona's face. He's up in the pilot's seat. I do apologize for the informality. I hope my piloting is adequate.
And he hits the big bump right there. Yeah.
All will be forgiven with an explanation from your employer.
Of course. Well, your friend here, what's your name again?
Orlin Kensington.
Orlin Kensington. He's on the right track of figuring out what's going on. The Nyathox and my employer, Garan Waldell, are sort of rivals.
Since the Tinker's Rebellion.
Don't know what that is.
Centuries ago. I assure you it happened, but long ago.
Yes.
Touchy subject, we understand, but go ahead.
Well, the reason you have been called here is the conflict between the 2 families has gotten to the point where my employer fears violence is inevitable. Nyathox and the other nobles of Serenno are prejudiced against my employer due to his off-worlder status.
All right. And your employer understands that bringing us in means he cannot participate in whatever violence is to come.
Oh, absolutely. He's
All
called
right.
you here to help stop the violence, or at least prevent a event from happening. I'll let him explain that.
Okay. How long till we can meet your employer?
About an hour drive away.
Oh. Okay.
Like I said, it is imperative that you are not discovered in the back of this truck.
That's great, then. Thank you very much for the information. That's enough.
Okay, well, sorry. And he's going to just put the divider back up.
I want to look at Salto. How you doing?
This feels a little more diplomatic than my training could be helpful for. Like,
That's a good point.
pat
You know
Orlin
what?
on the shoulder.
Do me a favor. How about we split the party?
Perfect.
Again?
I love it.
But actually, do you guys want to split the party?
Yeah.
You want me to go do some
I was going
stuff
to
since
send
I
you
can't
and
talk?
Z3 to meet the Nyathox.
We're going on an adventure?
Adventure.
Buddy cop? All right. Let's do it.
Yeah. Z3 with Salto. Let's go meet the other side.
As you say that, I'm going to just slide the door open and just roll out the back of the truck.
Awesome. And
Yeah,
how do
I'm
you
gonna-
follow?
Right, I see him do it. I'm like, yes. And then I just
But when
roll.
you roll,
It
like,
just goes
it's just
go,
on
go.
wheels. Okay, yeah.
I got to catch you. Got to catch you.
You see just but it's backwards, and I give a little salute as I just fall backwards off the back of the truck.
You want to give me a stealth check? You can do it in one.
What's your stealthiness?
Can I assist them? This is an audio thing, right? Can I help with my misdirect to get them out of there without our driver noticing yet?
Yeah. Do you want to just give them a boost?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Are we rolling together
Roll one. Whoever's rolling it, the other person gives them a boost die, and then add a boost for Migs.
You got a slightly better stealth. You want to give me the boost?
Yeah, go
See
for
what
it.
we do. Any difficulty?
Yes, can be against a challenge die.
Red.
All right. What we got?
That ain't bad.
Those two cancel. I've got 2 successes and 4 advantages. 2 success, 4 advantage.
Your little ghillie suit muffled the sound of you rolling off the back of the truck.
Yeah, so Guido the Arcona isn't going to notice at all that you guys roll out. Because this is very problematic for him. Just so you know.
Do it as I'm told.
You guys perfectly roll out.
Well,
Yes. The best
We
you
successfully roll out.
can. You two are still in the truck heading to the Waldell estate.
yeah, how does Orland respond to watching us just kind of roll right out of the back of the
Not
truck?
only that, but Salto being so ready to roll out.
We're talking about barons here. I need to get out of that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to assume that someone's going to send us some directions on a data pad to where the knife ox are.
Totally.
Okay.
Totally.
Didn't your communicator get broken?
I imagine me as a droid. I've got one kind of built in,
Yeah.
at least.
I don't speak binary.
Yeah. The way this is good, we've got a chain. Okay. Wait.
You're just going to point. Okay. Go that way.
That's an issue we would deal with.
Does your communicator have like a speakerphone capability?
I don't know why
no,
it would.
No, I don't think it would. So
I will.
You guys have fucked this.
As you roll out, I will toss you my communicator.
Okay.
I'm
Can
gonna
we?
need your communicator, Orlin. You're gonna take point as we meet the Baron, and I'm gonna keep in contact with them.
Well, that sounds like an excellent plan. But seeing as we have another hour until we arrive at the at the estate, I figured I should give you a quick brush up on the history of Serenno.
Oh no.
The Tinker's Rebellion. So we're gonna
Hard cut. Take
we're
two
gonna-
strain.
We're cutting to Ibisu and Z3. You guys just kind of aimlessly walking the plains, and you see a couple speeder bikes coming towards you in the distance. What do you guys want to do? They're kicking up the dust and the...
Can I'm gonna I think only Migs is used to this, but I'm gonna start climbing up your back, trying to turn into a backpack. Because I'm gonna hide underneath your ghillie suit.
Okay. That's a little odd, but I'll allow it.
I come over the comm. By the way, Z3's probably gonna try to climb your back. Okay. Don't be nervous.
Thanks for the warning. I'm gonna flag them down. I have no reason to think they're aggressive.
Yeah.
We need directions.
Yeah. And they're coming right at you, and give me like a badass Star Wars race.
What are the brute ones?
Not the
in
whale
Solo?
people? Are those too big?
The Crimson Dawn.
Yeah.
Muscle.
I know what they are because I have one planned for another episode.
Oh well, we can come up with something.
Yeah,
else then.
just do something else.
What about who's the big Grumgar? What was he
Grimgar,
from Force Awakens? with the
Dowton?
Xenotol? Yeah, Dowton. Is that what we
Dowton?
came with?
Dowden.
I think it was that.
Yeah.
You want to go with him?
Dowton.
No, wait. He's on a speeder. That dude doesn't fit on a speeder.
This guy might.
Okay.
He could be more muscle than
Yeah.
Fat.
This is a what now? A Dowton?
Douwtin.
Just put Star Wars after it.
Yeah, it'll.
Or to do Grumgar.
Oh, those guys, chin horns.
Yeah.
Okay. They're in the High Republic books. This Pan-Azar, I think.
Orange skin. They look like
these guys.
Thanos with two big
Horns coming
horns from their
pointing
chin.
towards their chin, kind of.
Spooky.
Yeah. So you see a Doughton. He's wearing silver armor with a purrgil etched into the front of it that goes from his stomach all the way up where the tentacles are kind of going down his arms and back.
Cool.
And he's going to get off the speeder. You're on Nithok's territory.
My apologies. I'm a little lost here. Can you show me where the compound is so I know where to avoid?
Nice. Nice. These guys
Want
don't
a
have a high
deception
willpower,
for
I'm sure.
Little coercion, maybe.
That's not coercion. That's
Little
charm.
little charm.
Yeah, it feels like charm.
I think
Okay.
so, yeah.
Against what?
Or like a negotiations.
A challenge and a difficulty.
Oh, it's making me giggle.
Here we go. That's not good.
Oh no. Well, that's a despair.
Got a despair and an advantage.
Woohoo.
He's going to kind of chuckle, look back to the two fully armored men. You can't see their face, but you can assume by the horns that they're Zabraks. He's going to chuckle to them. How about I just take you there myself and show you? Waldell spy. And he's going to pull a gun out.
There goes my plan of just running.
Please no, I'm on your back.
Shrubbery. You could slip into the
jump.
grass, right?
Yeah, you just jump straight up in the air.
They don't know you're on my back, right?
Okay.
Cool.
So don't turn and run away. 'cause
Nope,
that'd
I'm,
be the
You're
worst
so
thing
small.
shot. Yeah.
It'd be hard to hit. Okay, I'm getting arrested.
Just going for
Are
it?
you going willingly?
Yeah.
The Dowton's going to wave over. They're going to chuck him some electro binders. He's going to slap them on your wrist, put you on the back of his speeder. And we're going to end the episode with two shots. One of your
Is it just an
speeder-
overhead of us going one way and them going the other?
Yeah. And we just see the two compounds decently close to each other, like they can look out at each other's
It's just
compound.
like two hilltops.
Oh my god.
Across one field.
Okay.
But we get a shot of the split party going into two different estates.
And you just hear Orland rattling off really terrible history of the area.
Tinker's Rebellion. End of episode.